This is the Speed Pioneer, or Eland 4x4 buggy as it's more commonly known. I believe this is a PXToys one. Got a lot going for it on paper. 2.4 GHz radio, so nothing should interfere with that. 4-wheel drive, strong climbing, whatever that may be. Shock and rudder machine. Rudder machine really intrigues me. It looks to have a lot of potential on paper, but we shall see. Now, people do ask, why do I do these smaller buggies? Well, I do realise that not everyone has the budget for, say, a new e-Revo, which is yours for about $600 or thereabouts in the US. This, yours for under $70, and as typically, I've opened the thing upside down. Somebody did comment, is this a trademark thing? And I was, once again, upside down. Anyway, so what have we got in here? Should do about 30 miles an hour plus, it says, but some of these smaller buggies haven't done their top speed. Something like the A959, which has just gone out as the 7,000 subscriber prize giveaway, has certainly exceeded that. Well, I can tell you now, this is totally ready to run, because the transmitter takes 3 AA batteries, and I can see 3 batteries right in there. Good sign from the outset. Now, it refers to it as Speed Pioneer on the outside of the box, Sandy Lane on the car, and I've seen various other bits on YouTube with Sandy Lane on there, so that seems to be the thing you might want to research for. There is a link to this car below this video, by the way. The instruction manual, however, says Desert Journey instruction manual, and appears to have a very different car on the front, but I'm guessing it's the same thing under the skin. Looks to be all pretty good, all basic instructions on there, but also I noticed more importantly at the back there is a list of spare parts for this car, which is a good sign, and exploded diagrams, always a good sign that something is hobby grade on there. Anyway, I would say let me cut the cable ties to get that off, but just left straight off like that. And what have we got in here? Packaging, very nice. I like that, it's well packaged, but everything comes out very, very easily on there. We got our AAA batteries on there. We got our 1 NiCad battery on there. USB charger. USB charger becoming more and more common on these smaller 1/18 and 1/24 scale buggies. Okay, 2.4 GHz radio, so nothing's going to interfere with that. Throttle, brake, steering. You've got a steering dual rate on here, throttle trim and steering trim on here, and you can reverse both the steering and the throttle on here. On-off switch on there. 3 AA batteries, which are included, go in the transmitter under there. Nice solid feel to it. Quite lightweight though as well. Sturdy yet lightweight. Good. Just a quick note on the battery here. 7.4 volt 850 milliamp LiPo battery on it, where you charge it with one lead and you power it with the other lead. Okay, we'll just give you the side on profile there. See how much ground clearance we got. We've got about 1 inch and a bit of ground clearance on there. Slowly sweeping them around. I'm going to take the body off in just a second. Just pan it around the back there. It's like a mini monster truck, if you like. Okay, now no idea what to expect on there. Remove the 4 body clips. So let's have a look. Now the first thing you might notice is there's a battery already in there, but it does come with 2. This is the one that I showed you earlier. That's the second one in the car. So for this price point you're getting 2 batteries in there. Okay, but that body off, we've got a nice solid impact bumper at the front there. Our servo on the right hand side, combined ESC and receiver on the left hand side. As I said, we've got our second battery already installed in the car, and our 390 can motor on the left at the back there. Rear diff in there, front diff in here. So we've got plastic cups on the suspension on the inboard side of the suspension, metal cups on the outboard side. So it's a very, very lightweight indeed, and I think with that 7.4 volt lithium polymer pack on there we should have quite a bit of punch on there. But I'm going to charge that up overnight and take this out for a play in the morning. Now we're going to test that suspension out very quickly. Okay, just a quick pan down the underside. Front suspension arms are plastic on there, nice smooth chassis. Same with the rear, plastic suspension arms on there. Well, before I test that suspension out, just have a check out of these wheels and tyres on here. The pattern looks like it would be give quite a good grip. I'm thinking this should be okay on blacktop and loose surfaces. Due to its height, I'm guessing we're going to have issues with long grass, but we shall see. Anyway, suspension test. How much travel have we got in there? And how well sprung is it? Not too badly sprung. Suspension travel wise, probably about 3/4 of an inch on that. Yeah, I'm thinking more than half an inch, less than an inch on the back. The business end of it, as I would like to call it. Seems slightly better damped at the back, which I'm sure that's just my imagination, as it's probably using exactly the same shocks and damping as the front has. Again, about 3/4 of an inch on the back. However, underneath you've got a good inch and a bit of ground clearance on there, I would say, so that should bode well for jumping. We shall see. Well, I hope you like that review of the Speed Pioneer Sandy Lane 4x4. So 1/18 scale, buggy, 4-wheel drive, independent suspension, all round. Good feel about this one. Just from that initially looking around it, yeah, sure, it's got quite a lot of plastic parts on there, but it's very, very lightweight. The fact that it comes with 2 batteries has got to be a good sign, and the fact that it comes with 3 batteries for the transmitter shows a lot of thought, and I think that you could buy this as a present for somebody and it is totally ready to run. You're not going to go out and get any batteries on Christmas Day or birthday, anything like that. Totally ready to run off the shelf. In fact, it has 4 but spare body clips. Shows someone has really thought about putting this together. Might be wrong, the proof will be in the pudding, or the driving, so to speak. So I shall get that battery on charge, and I'm also going to do a runtime test on it to see just how long those batteries last, and stick the GPS on to see just how fast the Sandy Lane 4x4 is. Anyway, if this proves to be a hit, I shall possibly put this up as the 8,000 subscriber giveaway one. If you'd like to see me do that, then please do say so in the comments. Now, the one thing I would say, didn't mention this car as being waterproof, but it does look fairly watertight in there. It's not specifically cited as waterproof on the outside of the box. There is a link to this car, should you be interested in one, below this video. If you did like this and you want to see more fast and slow cars running this summer, then please do subscribe. Like this video? If you did, please click on the circle image to subscribe. Thanks for watching. It helps if you want to turn on the notification button next to the subscribe button.